Welcome to Caldwell County Today. I'm Paige Counts, Public Information Officer for Caldwell County. Today we're talking to April Austin from the Senior Center. Welcome, April.
Hello, thanks for having us back again.
We just said it before we started taping. It's the season. It's open enrollment season for Medicare.
It is, and we're going to talk about Medicare first thing because not quite started as we're filming this, but Medicare open enrollment starts October the 15th. And runs through December 7th. Really important time for people who have Medicare. This is the one time per year that everyone who has Medicare can make a change. If you need to make a change to your prescription drug plan or your Advantage plan, everyone is eligible to make a change in this short period of time. There's some special enrollments that come throughout the year for other circumstances, but this is the chance everybody gets. We last year had to kind of do things completely differently, and we weren't able to do anything in person and did everything over the phone. But this year we have a lot of different options for people. So our Medicare counselors are going to be working just about every day of the week. And we are offering opportunities for counseling. So our counselors are trained through the SHIP program, which is the Senior Health Insurance Information Program. They are volunteer counselors, and they're trained through the North Carolina Department of Insurance to provide counseling for this program. And it's really a good way to get unbiased information. We really don't get anything based on your decisions or what you choose or which plan you go with. We're not supported by any insurance company. We're not insurance agents. We are volunteers who are trained to give you unbiased information about the plans that are available and what is going to be the best option for you based on your individual circumstances. And that's really important for people to remember, because you can have a couple living together, and the plan that's best for one is not the one that's best for the other. And we just kind of help you sort through the plans that are there and figure out, based on your medications, if you're on an Advantage plan, maybe your providers, what you need, which plan is going to be the best for you, which is going to be the most cost effective for you, because they're not all the same. Medicare is not a one-shot package deal. There's a lot of different options you have to choose, and we're there to kind of help you with it. So we're taking appointments now for that. We're working on scheduling those appointments, and we're not full, so you still can get in there and get an appointment set up with us, but it's a good idea to do that as soon as you can to make sure, because the last couple of years we did fill up and weren't able to take any more people. But we're doing it in person if you choose to. We're doing it over the phone if you are not comfortable coming out or you don't have transportation. We're also doing it by Zoom. So there's lots of options for you to get help in the way that's the best for you. So whatever situation works, we're here to help you and make sure you get the help you need. And kind of keep COVID out of the mix. We're going to make sure you get it no matter what. So,
how do people schedule appointments?
So we have a kind of an intake form that we use. We call it the purple form, so that's easy for people to remember. And you fill out this form. It's just got some information. The front of it's got some demographic information, and the back of it's a list of your medications, because that's really important for us to have your current medications to figure out which plan you need. Once you fill that form back out, we set you an appointment with a counselor. We will, based on availability, we will be able to take some walk-ins if people just walk in and there's a slot open, but you're not guaranteed that way. So the forms, you can pick those up at the Senior Center, or we can mail them to you if you don't have transportation, or it's really rainy outside today while we're doing this. If you just don't feel like driving out there to get it, we'll mail it to you and you can send it back to us. And then once we have the form, we'll set up an appointment for you to meet with one of our counselors.
But that form is really important because it gives you that base information.
It does. It gives us the basic information we need to have. There's some preliminary work that we do before we meet with you so that we can go ahead and look at your medication lists and your things, and we can check those plans and kind of start the process. So you don't have to sit on the phone or sit in the office while we're looking at all the different things. We kind of start the process and get it going and moving in person, and then once you're meeting with us, whether that's in person or over the phone or on Zoom, then we have it narrowed down, and we can start talking to you about the plans that are for you. There are new plans this year. There are more Advantage plans available in Caldwell County than there have been in recent years, and there are changes to the prescription drug plans this year. And we encourage everyone, whether you come to us or you meet with your insurance agent, somebody that you trust, somebody that you know, it's really important to look at those plans, because Most people have gotten a notice by now, and if you don't pay attention, you might have missed it. But if your plan premium is going up, you were notified. And there are some plans, I got a call from somebody the other day who said they got a notice that their plan was going up like 113% for the premium. And it just was too much. It's going to be unaffordable. So those things change. Just because your medication was covered under your plan last year, it may not be covered under your plan this year. And it's really important to look at the notices they send you or to let somebody check it out for you. And one of the things I try to tell people, if you like your plan and you're happy with your plan, you don't have to change even if you come see us and talk to us. We don't try to get you to sign up for anything. We just tell you what we see, what's best for you. We'll tell you if your plan's the best and you should just stay there, or we'll tell you there's other options. And then we want you to have the knowledge to make an informed decision of what's best for you. So it's always a good idea to look at those plans in detail and see what's out there. And again, there are some new plans we've never had before. So and some of them are not necessarily new to Medicare, they're just new to Caldwell County. So there's plans that might have some benefits for you that you want to check into, and we can help you sort through that.
How long is open enrollment?
It lasts from October the 15th through December the 7th. So you have to make any changes by December the 7th.
But don't wait to make an appointment with the senior
Don't
center.
wait to make an appointment, because we can't guarantee that we'll have them. And there is a toll-free number that we can give you to call even if we fill up, but a lot of times there's a long wait. You have to sit on the phone for that. We are working diligently to squeeze in as many people as possible while we're doing this. So the earlier you get in touch with us, the earlier we can get you on our schedule and make sure that you have a slot available. And we will, like I said, do anything to get you in. So we will, if you walk in and we have availability with one of our counselors, we'll do that. But it's not a guarantee. So we want to make sure everybody gets an appointment. And if you call us now, we still have plenty of those left.
So call now for an appointment.
But I would say last year, by the end of October, we were pretty much full for the whole time. So you only have a few weeks left to get that appointment and make sure you're in. So get in touch with us as soon as you can.
Another planning type thing that you also have coming up, you do it every month, advanced care planning workshop.
We do this every month. It's really something we believe very strongly in at the Senior Center, and we work with Amorum, formerly Caldwell Hospice, to do these programs. We go over the healthcare power of attorney and the living will forms, which are two of those advanced care plannings that give your loved ones direction as to what you want if you are no longer able to make your own medical decisions. It's something that if you need it, it's too late. You need to fill this out before you need it. And we are able to do those. We have notaries on site, so if you are ready, you can execute the documents right then. But the next one of those is going to be October the 14th at 1:30. It's always the second Thursday at 1:30. So it's easy to remember if you missed this month. There's one coming up. There won't be in November because of the holiday. Mm-hmm. It'll be on Veterans Day. But there's one every month, and we just keep doing those. We didn't do them in person for a while, so we've had quite a bit of demand for that, and we want to make sure people know we're there to do that for you. And they will go over the forms. They'll go line by line through the forms with you so you can understand what you're filling out, what you need to do, how to fill those out correctly, and then we have the notaries that'll do that for you, and it's all free of charge.
So a great way to get those documents completed.
Yes.
Now, you have something fun coming up that you also do about every month, I think.
We have been doing this every month now for probably 6 months or so. We started doing this. Everybody loves bingo. Mm-hmm. Everybody loves to play bingo. Everybody loves prizes. These days, not everybody loves coming out in person. And not everybody has a computer. So we were trying to find things we could do with people who don't have computers or don't want to come out. So we've been doing phone bingo. And essentially what we do is we have bingo cards that are printed. If you haven't signed up with us, we'll mail you the cards. You use any type of little coins, buttons, paper, whatever you have at home to cover your cards. We play bingo on the phone. You still win prizes. And then we either send those prizes to you in the mail, or you can come by and pick those up, kind of contactless. We'll bring them out to you if we need to, or you can come in and pick those up. But it's a lot of fun. No internet required, no computer required, any type of phone line. It's a local phone call, and you just call in at the time. So it's 10 o'clock on October the 14th. We've been doing that pretty much on Thursday mornings. It's almost always on a Thursday morning. And it's a lot of fun. And you get to kind of chat with people who are playing. Ingrid calls our bingo, so you never know what she's going to have to tell you or what's going to come up. It's just a lot of fun. Something for us to do with people who, don't have access to Zoom. You hear so much about Zoom these days, but not everybody has access to that. So we're trying to find things we can do with everybody. So it's been a lot of fun for us. We enjoy doing it.
And a good thing for people who may be shut in, can't get out.
Yes, absolutely. Anybody can play. All you need to do is call us. Make sure you call us at least a few days ahead if you're not on our list, because we need to mail you those cards, or you have to come pick them up, one or the other. So just get in touch with us beforehand. We can get you the cards. You can actually use your cards every month. You get 2 cards, and you can play both cards at the same time. There's a lot of question about that. There's a lot of rules to bingo. I never knew there were so many different ways to play bingo. But they can play 2 cards, and so each game you can only win off of the card one time. But then once we start a new game, you can start back playing your cards, and you can keep them from use each time. But we want to make sure everybody has those. If you've played with us before and you lost your cards, call us. We'll get you some new ones.
Sounds like fun.
It's a lot of fun.
The next thing we're going to talk about, I think it's not new to Senior Center, but it's something you might not have done in a while.
It is something we've not done in a while, and it is something that we have had a lot of demand for. So one of the things I really like for people to know is that when you tell us, we listen. So when you fill out your surveys that we send periodically, or we do Dessert with the Director, where you get to tell us things you want to do, or leave us suggestions, we really listen to those. We take those into account, and we try to figure out ways to get you the things that you want. Estate planning, especially in the last year or so, has been one of the number one requests that we have. People want to know about estate planning, and we have a slew of things related to estate planning coming up in October, and when I come back even in November, we have some other things coming. We've tried to broach it from different areas so that you'll get some information from a lot of different places. Same type of topic, but a different stance. And so we are going to do a lot of talking about estate planning. The first one we have coming up is actually October the 15th, and it's going to be presented by the Estates Division from Caldwell County. So when a loved one passes away, this is a group you meet with and you talk to. You're gonna encounter Angie Michael's going to do the presentation, and she's very likely one of the people you will talk to or meet with. And she's going to help you understand what to expect from them and what you need to have to prepare. And she'll talk a little bit about the different types of estate things that they do and what you need to have, because this is one of the things that we get a lot of times. We'll get a call from someone at the Senior Center who's just had a spouse or another loved one pass away, and they don't know what to do. They don't know what the first steps are. They don't know how to go about it. And so Angie's going to meet and talk to you about the things that you need to do to prepare and give you a chance to ask questions. So this is going to be totally dealing from that estates division and looking at it from their end, what you have to do with them. And it'll be different based on whether the person has a will, doesn't have a will, and she'll kind of go through all those different forms and things that you need to know about. Because from personal experience, I've found out that I didn't know those forms existed, didn't know what they mean, and then you get the forms and you look at them and I don't know how to fill those out. So Angie's going to give us a lot of education and guidance on what to expect from them and what they can do to help you prepare.
And that can be, you're already emotional, so it can be quite intimidating.
Yes. And I think one of the things that people have learned is people are really starting to become aware of the fact that you need to have these discussions and these plans in place beforehand, because it is an emotional time. You're grieving, you're dealing with a lot of extra stressors. With COVID, we did a program just recently with Amorum about grief and COVID and the complicated situation that creates, because grief during COVID is very different than grief before COVID, and there's so many circumstances. So having those things, understanding what you need to know, having it prepared ahead of time before you need it, really makes things simpler for you, for your loved ones, and kind of makes you aware of what all you're going to need to do.
The next program takes estate planning from a different angle. This
Yes.
is what you can do to help
Beforehand.
your families.
Yes, and this is going to be David Hudson's a certified estate planner, and he's going to come and talk about different types of estate plannings, things that you can do. And one of the things about David's program is a lot of people think estate planning is a will, and it's just a will. And that's all you need. But he's going to talk about, too, one of the things that's really important is preserving your memories, your legacy, your other things that you may not think about. So he's going to talk about estate planning from a little bit of a different angle, those things that you need to have, the documents that you need to have, and some other things you may want to think about sharing with your family members, recording things, just different things that you may want people to have and to understand the meaning of. And it's really important for your family members to know, where those special things to you came from, where they came from, where they originated, the stories, the things that maybe you haven't thought about sharing with people. So it's going to be a really good presentation. Those are the estate planning programs that we have for October. There will be some more coming up in November. Just a little bit of a teaser. We do have a local attorney that's going to come and talk about some estate planning topics. So we've got some more things coming because that's what people have asked us to do. And we've tried to get somebody to come from all of the different angles people have asked us about.
And there are a lot.
There are a lot.
There are a lot. So I'm really excited that you're going to be doing these programs, and I hope people will come out to learn about all the different pieces of estate planning.
Yes.
Something else we need to talk about is fall prevention.
Yes.
Falls can really impact a senior.
Falls can really impact a senior, both physically, financially. There's a lot that happens with that. And falls are not a normal part of aging. It's not normal to be older and start falling. There's things that go along with that. And Sarah Stamey, who is the aging special with the Western Piedmont Council of Governments Area Agency on Aging. That's a mouthful.
That's a mouthful.
She's going to come and do a program about fall prevention on October 22nd at 10 o'clock. And she's going to talk about prevention and causes of falls, and maybe some things that could be happening with you that you haven't thought about are things you should talk to your doctor about. Because again, it's not a normal thing, and we want to make sure people are safe. We want to see people be able to stay in their homes independent as long as possible, hopefully forever. So she's going to talk about that. We're going to do something a little bit different with this one. She's going to be in person at the Senior Center, so people can come into the Senior Center and see the program. It's also going to be on Facebook Live. We haven't done a lot of Facebook Live programs, but we're actually going to do this program on Facebook Live October 22nd at 10. So if you're not able to come in person, you'll be able to catch that there. You'll be able to ask questions through Facebook. If you have questions for her, we'll be able to get those answered for you as well.
So a couple of different ways to participate in that one. That's really exciting.
We're working on several things where we're doing some hybrid models of programs and some different ways that you can participate. So we really want to accommodate as many people as possible. So we're trying to work with some different things people can do to participate in the programs if they don't want to come in person.
Very good. And it is October.
It is.
So that brings what some people, it's a love it or hate it time of year. I'm going to go ahead and admit that. Some people love Halloween.
That's true.
Some people are not fans. But if you are a fan of the ghouls, goblins, and other things, there might be a program for you.
There's a couple of things for you in October. We love Halloween. We love to have a good time. If you haven't been to the Senior Center to see us recently, we love to have fun. There's just, we don't want it to be boring. We love to have fun. We love to laugh. We love to have fun with our seniors and do things with them. So we're always trying to come up with things. And we've been working with the Heritage Museum for a couple of months now to do programs, and we're going to take a field trip. So something else we've been asked for is some things that we can do outside of the Senior Center, some places we can go, some things we can do. So we're going to take a trip to the Caldwell Heritage Museum in October on the 28th, 10 o'clock. I think that's a Thursday morning. And it's ghosties, goblins, and things that go bump in the night. Now remember, it's the Caldwell Heritage Museum, so there's going to be some Caldwell history going along with this topic. It's going to be a lot of fun. It'll give you a chance, if you haven't been to the Heritage Museum, to see it, check it out. It's really kind of a Caldwell County treasure that a lot of people don't know is there. So we're going to go visit them. The program's going to be really fun. There may be some other surprises for people when they get there, so you don't want to miss it. We would love for you to call us, sign up, let us know if you're coming, so that we make sure, you know, all these fun little things that are going to get added in there, you'll be a part of. But we're excited about it. I've been to the Heritage Museum. It's been a while since I've been. So I'm excited to go back. They do have some really, really interesting things, and I'm really excited about this program because I want to know a little bit more about some of the haunted Caldwell history.
And there's a lot of it.
There is. There is. So I'm excited to be able to go do that.
And in addition to the haunted Caldwell history, you're going to have your costume party, and I don't know if you've never been, it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. So first of all, let me say costumes are not required. If you want to come to the party, you don't have to dress up, but if you don't, you might be missing out. But you can come and just watch the festivities. I'm going to talk, for those of you who have met Ingrid, our assistant director, Ingrid is very creative, and Ingrid loves Halloween. Ingrid loves costumes. Ingrid has been known to wear costumes on days that were not Halloween. She was just recently queen for a day, and she came to the senior center dressed as a queen. So you can come and check that out. The staff likes to dress up, so we're going to be there in our costumes. Brookdale Lenore is sponsoring prizes for our costume contest, so we'll have 3 different categories, and you get to vote for the winners. We don't get to pick the winners, so you get to come to the party and you get to vote for the winners. And so there'll be 3 different categories. I think the most creative and the funny, there's a couple different things we're doing. So you'll get to vote for the ones you like. There'll be some fun, some games of what would Halloween be without treats. So there are some treats that are going to be available for you. And we really do. It's been so long since we've been able to do some of these fun things, and so we really hope that you will come out and join us. We are taking every safety precaution into mind and trying to keep things safe and fun, and I think we can do this safely and have a great time as well. So we hope everybody comes out to join us the 29th at 10. We're excited. So
the last one you did, I think, was probably 2019.
Mm-hmm. That was our last Halloween party.
And we crashed the party.
Yes.
And it was a lot of fun.
Yes. I believe that the Caldwell County Today show might have had a turkey at that party.
We had a turkey at the party, but I do believe, sorry fans, the turkey has gone away.
So maybe we'll have some more costumes.
So you never know with this crowd.
I'll tell you, we are working on our costumes already. So the staff and volunteers are already working on their costumes. We like group costumes,
right.
So we're in the process. Ours have already been kind of picked out and are being worked on as we speak. So you got to come and see what we do if you don't do anything else. So again, don't have to dress up, but you do. We have had some great costumes over the years. I think the first year we did it, we had a couple who came with dryer sheets and socks like stuck to their clothing. They came as static and cling. We had a Boston Red Sox fan that came with a great costume one year. We've had some amazingly creative people. Some of the people from our craft group, I don't want to spoil it in case they do some really good things. They have come with some fabulously creative costumes. You don't have to spend a lot of money. If you just put a little bit of thought in there, you can come up with some great things that you can do. And it's just fun. And again, you don't have to dress up. Just come join us for the fun.
Come for the fun. You have maintained a very strong social media presence. You did it before COVID, but it's just gotten stronger through COVID.
We've really worked to grow that social media presence. I think in this day and age, that's the quickest, fastest way to reach everybody. People are really addicted, I think, to some of those social media forums. So they are on there, they get those alerts, they're checking. It's a really good way for us to get information out there fast. We all have our phones stuck in our pocket all the time, so when something happens, something's coming up, we can get on there in about 2 seconds. We can post that, send it out to you. So we do a lot with Facebook and our email list. Our email list is really a good way to reach people. We send out several emails a week usually. We started Travel Tuesday right at the beginning of COVID, just as kind of something to keep people engaged, something fun to do. And we started taking these virtual trips to places all over the world that, you'd never be able to necessarily go and see. We've done underwater shipwrecks and safaris and just countless things. So it was really popular. People liked it. We get feedback from people. They really enjoy those trips. So we're still doing those. If you have places you'd like to go, we'd love your suggestions, because it's getting to the point now. It's hard to think of places every week that we haven't been. So we really wanted to focus. One of the things the senior center as a whole likes to focus on is wellness. We really want to keep our seniors healthy, and wellness encompasses more than just physical wellness. Spiritual, mental, physical, all of that goes into play. So every Wednesday we have a wellness email. It may go along with a topic. October's breast cancer month, so we've had one about breast cancer. We do nutrition, we do exercise videos, we do just countless things that you never know what it might be. So we try to send those out, and then of course we also send emails to update you on things that are going on at the senior center, reminders. If you're signed up for Zoom things, we're actually working to get things set up to where if you're registered for our Zoom events, you'll get a reminder link. We have really worked hard on the technology aspect to try to make it easy for people. And, our email is the first place you get the newsletter. It's sent out by email before we actually get it in the mail, because we have to send it off to the printer. So the email version's ready first. You get that before it's ever mailed if you want to be the first one to know what's coming up and get signed up for those things. So anytime you want on the email list, we can add you to that really easily and get you that information.
So always a lot going on. April, I think we've talked about this for several months because you've had these hours in place, but remind us again what your hours are.
Monday through Wednesday, we're there from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thursday, we're there from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. We do have a 5:30 Tai Chi and Qigong class on Thursday nights, so you've got some opportunity if you're still working, keeping your grandkids, things like that. You've got some after hours times. Something new that's going to go along with that is we're going to actually have SHIP counselors on staff after 5 o'clock on Thursdays. So for you people who maybe aren't able to get with a SHIP counselor very easily because you're still working, or we do have evening hours available this year. That's something new for us, but we're going to have SHIP counselors that are available after 5 on Thursdays. And then on Fridays, we're there from 8 to 1. So we do close early on Fridays, just to keep that in mind, that we're open late on Thursday, but we do close early on Fridays.
Remind us again about open enrollment.
So October the 15th through December 7th for Medicare open enrollment. If you need to make changes to your Medicare prescription drug plan or your Advantage plan, you can make those during this time. Everyone is eligible to make a change if they need to during this time. It's the only time of the year everyone can make a change. And we're there to help you look through those plans, help you sort through, make sure if your plan is still the best or if there might be some changes for you to make. And you can contact us at the Senior Center if you need more information. You can stop by and pick up our intake form, or you can call us and we can mail that form to you, or email or fax.
April, thank you for all the information and all the activities you have going on at the Senior Center.
And thank you for helping us share that information.
And thank you for watching Caldwell County Today.